This is Marcus after his run in the morning and after his swim.
You're going to need to prompt me, I'm afraid. Okay, so here's the report from Pully swimming pool. It's something like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and we're very happy to say that we've finished our run up the mountain, which was from Vionaz to Torgon. It was supposed to be 19.9 kilometers, but more of that later. So the run started at 9 in the morning, and so we had to get up at some horrible hour like 6 something, have our porridge. Well, I had my porridge anyway, and we got all nicely dressed, and we got there at about 8 o'clock in fact. We had a little bit of trouble finding the starting place, but it was all well. So we set up about 9 o'clock, and I'm proud to say that about 3 hours later I finished, and Agatha finished just a little while later. It was somewhat confusing in the sense that it wasn't actually 19.9 kilometers, but the last water stop was at 20.5 kilometers, which I was a bit confused about, and I asked them how many kilometers it was until the finish, and they said another 2. So it must have been at least 22 kilometers, I would say. In terms of the actual race, I had 3 SIS Go gels, I believe, and there's numerous water stops. Humorously on the map they had like a glass of wine, but unfortunately it wasn't wine, it was just water or Isostar. Although the first stop I stopped at, it was actually tea. It was water or tea. I got confused and I thought it was Isostar, and it was horrible tea, cold tea. But there was lots of water stops, so that was good. Didn't eat very much of their food, just had the Go gels.
There was also some real, which I find
beef drink. Oh.
Chicken broth.
Ah.
Against Trump, so I had to
Very good. I started off running, and then I noticed the fact that both my Achilles were very, very sore, because I thought I'd been running yesterday, which is obviously not the right thing to do, but then obviously I never follow the rules, so it's my own fault. So I found it quite difficult to run up the steep parts of the course. But then everyone else was walking anyway, so I thought I'll just walk as well. But I think in a more ideal situation it would have been good to run the more or less more of the course, and only walk when it was really, really steep. There are, I think, 2 really steep sections which I'm not surprised that everyone I saw was walking. So that's it. 3 hours later we finished. Our clothes were not with the finish, and we had a slight cock up in that once we did get our clothes, we tried to get on the bus, and then we found out that the bus wasn't actually free. So that meant that I managed to see some Nestle people, and I borrowed 5 francs off them for the bus fare, and got me on my own, went down to get the car and came back to get Agatha. So all's well. We've come back to the swimming pool. Well, not come back, we've come for the swimming at Pully, just to sort of relax and cool down, and yeah, we're all very happy. Good Saturday, and we can take the rest of Saturday off.